According to Namrata Gotani, global car sales in 2023 are forecast to top 69 million. Global car sales are seeing an increase in demand due to countries and even the global economy performing better than it has been since 2020. The demand for automobiles has decreased in 2020 due to countries locking down, countries restricting travel, and countries enforcing stay-at-home orders due to the COVID-19 health crisis. In 2020 and 2021, more people have been working from home, which has led to a decreased need for cars. According to Mithila Kalia, 2023, the worldwide motor vehicle revenues decreased from 2.88 trillion US in 2019 to 2.52 trillion US in 2022. This means that the worldwide motor vehicle revenues decreased by 14.29% over the last 4 years. There are many ways to determine the number of automobiles that will be sold in each year by looking at the global economy, and if the global economy is performing well, there is likely to be an increase in the number of automobiles sold. During a recession, people are going to be tightening their wallets, and as a result, they are less likely to be spending money on their wants, like buying a brand new car. They're much more likely to be spending money on their needs, such as buying food, water, clothing, shelter, and clothes and utilities. According to Roseveare and Wayland, 2022, the pandemic disrupted manufacturing and supply chains around the world, forcing automakers to cut production way back. This means that supply will be down, but demand for new cars could be way up, which means the price of new cars is going to increase drastically. The price of new cars has also increased due to a global chip shortage. Chips are used in everything from electronic devices such as iPhones and Android devices, but also in things such as microwaves and cars. According to Reuters 2021, automobiles have become increasingly dependent on chips for everything from computer management of engines, better fuel economy, to driver assistance features such as emergency braking. This means that since chips have become scarcer, the cost of purchasing chips has increased, and this increase is being passed on to consumers in the final price they have to pay to purchase a brand new car. According to Dowling 2023, the average new car price in Australia 2018 was $39,790 and $50,161 in 2022. This shows that the average price of a new car in Australia has increased every year since 2018. The average price of a new car in Australia has increased by 26.06% over the last 5 years. The increase in the average price of a new car in Australia is due to a chip shortage that is making it more expensive to produce cars, and car manufacturers are passing this on to consumers. According to JP Morgan 2023, we are nearing the end of the supply crunch now after more semiconductor capacity came online in the second half of 2022. Looking ahead, we don't predict any major constraints. This should mean that the price of chips used in the manufacturing of cars will decrease, and thus the price of new cars should decrease, as the decrease in price of chips will be passed on to consumers. The low interest rate environment around the world, but especially in Australia, meant that it was more affordable for consumers to buy new cars, as they were able to borrow money at lower interest rates, and thus it was relatively cheaper for them to purchase. This has led to an increase in demand for brand new cars, which has caused a demand for chips to be used in cars, which has led to an increase in the chip price, which has been passed on to consumers in terms of higher car prices.